It's either you go into one madness, you leave that madness, you go to another madness. The madness are just countless. Just countless. Are you going to talk about Dele Faro to me and the injustice? Somebody wrote a book about the Nigeria and its corrupt justice system and its criminal justice system. And as if to, validate the book, the judiciary has activated itself to prove the book right. Are we going to talk about the Biafra declaration in Finland? Are we going to talk about what is happening with Wike breaking down houses and claiming lands for his employers? I mean, the list is endless. You can be talking and talking. You don't know, because when you take on this issue and you are trying to throw light on it, the people involved say you hate them. When you take on this issue, you want to throw light, the people involved say you hate them. It is amazing that at this time, people still support Biafra. I'm sorry. People still support Tinubu. It's amazing. I just can't wrap my head around the way people now think. Now, whether we like it or not, painfully and regrettably, Tinubu is going to be president in 2027. Is it that I want Tinubu to be president? Hell no. Is it that he is so smart and people love him that they're going to re-elect him again? Hell no. But here is a man that understands how rotten and decayed Nigeria is and how very inept and unwilling Nigerians are to use their common sense. They have weaponized our stupidity by ensuring that we remain hungry and poor. I was watching clips of people who unalived themselves in the East and everywhere on the sake of queuing for rice. Can you imagine losing your life because of rice? Let me repeat that again. Can you imagine any Nigerian, a land of plenty, a land of immeasurable wealth, people losing their lives because of rice? Whenever government want to buy your vote, they give you rice. Whenever they want to compensate you for whatever wrongs they do to you, they give you rice. During COVID-19, they give you rice. During flood, they give you rice. As if the rice is now a new form of cement that will mold new blocks to build houses that were washed away by flood. You see, you must begin to imagine how stupid these politicians see us. And if I'm a politician too, I will equally see Nigerians as stupid. I think it's a right now to see Nigerians as stupid. And I'm going to explain why I see most Nigerians as very stupid. Now, first thing the politicians have done is that they know there are many mumukis. I call them the mumukis. Now, these politicians know they have the mumukis of every tribe in Nigeria. Every tribe have their mumu. Some Igbos have the mumuki of Biafra mumuki. Once you switch on Biafra matter, a lot of mumu people will just wake up. The Southwest, once you switch on tribalism, their mumu will be awoken. The North, once you switch off the religion, their mumu will be awoken. My Benin brother, once you switch on Oba, their mumu will be. So it's like every single tribe has what opens the box of their mumu. And these politicians know it. That is what Tinubu used. Tinubu knows that the biggest mumukis is religious key and tribal key. Then when you talk about South, our mumuki is greed. Once they promise you oil money, they give you money, that's all. Now, everything we are doing is only heading towards making the road smooth for Tinubu. Because we have lost focus on the real issues. To the extent that we on our own were even generating issues that helps to distract us from the issues. Take for instance, there was the issue of Very Dark Man and Bobrisky. Can you imagine how we've forgotten that matter just... Nobody's talking about Bobrisky, Femi Falana. Now, Dele Farotimi and Afe Babalola have taken over the screen. Rice matter. The flood in Meduguri that they sent money to the flood victims, billions of naira. We forgot. It's amazing how we have become so much like the audience seated in a night of 1,000 laughs. And we just keep expecting more jokes because so many comedians are coming to perform and they'll be throwing more jokes, and we're just there to catch fun, we laugh, we entertain ourselves. And before you know it, we spend 3 whole hours of the night for nothing. So, this Ugo Osita, are you the one that promised me computer and you didn't? There's one Osita that promised me computer. Anyway, so I'm trying to make a point here, and I honestly want you to follow me because I've made some videos. Some Biafra supporters came for my neck. I've made some videos. Some Yoruba tribal bigots came for my neck. I've made some video. Some religious bigots from the north came for my neck. And I'm like, where are all these things coming from? No single tribe in Nigeria is perfect. No single tribe should claim being more victimized than others. Nigeria is in a turmoil and is bad and worse for everybody. It is not bad for one person because that person is this person. It is contrived by a group of very, very dubious people that are thriving on our stupidity, on our mumukis. Latest news. I like your sarcasm, but you don't enter. You understand me? Even this our Ogogoro self, this Ogogoro Igbo people don't take over Ogogoro now. We are no longer the owners of Ogogoro again. We don't take over Ogogoro now. Since we are reminded of Ogogoro, we know they see that original palm wine on again. That original palm wine, we know they get a mego. Now don't take over, the add chemicals, they spoil them for us. So we don't leave the market for now. The Mumu Urobo, we for South, our Mumu kin agreed. So just be see, please, we are talking serious issues here. You get me? Our Muki, we robo. Now agreed. Once you give us money, you just promise us one money, our Muki go open. So every tribe get their own mumu. So I'm not see, and this is exactly what's this guy name? This one latest new. This is the problem. These politicians know that at every moment in time, we are ready to fight ourselves over baseless primordial issues that are so mundane, that bear no focus on yielding any result. Yet we can fight and injure ourselves over these issues that means nothing. Imagine a group of people calling me the other day that they are a group of Edo people that dislike that. One of the criteria that you need, to join the group is if you hate Igbos. Now Edo people, yes. That one of the criteria you need to join them is that you must hate Igbo. And I'm like, where do you think all this is coming from?
Nigeria should be aware of.
I don't even have capacity to it. I may dislike you, but I can't hate.
Because the plans.
For goodness sake, I'm looking for a situation where countries can think above their tribal proclivities. That is what I'm made of. That is how I am wired. That I have issues with a certain group of people does not qualify me, or does not make you, they should not make you think that I'm qualified to join your group as somebody who hates certain people. Now, Dele Farotimi is held, is in prison and given certain bail condition. Who is coming to take the bail? Is it not an Igbo man going to bail a Yoruba man? And there are some people who will thrive on this thing. In fact, the country can rot so long as in their mind a certain way they feel that, you see, these people that say separation is better, who is going to do the separation? You see, it's one thing to be emotional. Emotion is sweet. Emotion is like a drug. The more you take from it, the more you want from it. Now, it becomes dangerous when you become addicted to emotions, because at that point in time, you are no longer reasoning. It becomes a religion. Religion is an addiction to emotion. When you see religion, they say, I'm a reverend. Come and put up the refrigerator. Religion, when you hear I'm a religious person, it's an addiction to emotion. That is when you become addicted to emotion, you drive away reason. That is why when you talk to somebody who is addicted to Biafra, he will not listen to reason. When you talk to somebody who is addicted to tribalism, he will not reason. When you talk to somebody who is addicted to Ogogoro, he will not listen. Because you have brought addiction to emotion, and it becomes religion. And once you embrace religion, you don't reason. You get me? Of course, separation might be an answer, but separation into what? What are you separating into? What are you separating into? Look, I don't like chasing shadows. I am not good at chasing shadows. I am a born realist. If you wake my mother up from the grave today, she will tell you that my son is a realist. That is one phrase she knows I use always. I'm a realist. You want to break this country? Who is going to break it? You? How do you want to break it? During the last election, 2023 election, the whole country came up. For the first time, there was no tribe, there was no religion, there was nothing. But some people somewhere, knowing that the system is corrupt, knowing that our mumukis are always there, there are those that will fight on the basis of religion, there are those that will incline to their religious their bias, there are those that will incline to their greed, there are those that will incline to baselessness. And once politics come, this group of people are activated. You get me? So, whether we like it or not, your actions and your insistence in holding on to your delusion is what is going to keep us here, and we will keep enjoying this suffering. Because one thing religion does to your brain is give you the false notion that you know, but you don't know. One thing religion is not necessarily Islam, Christianity, Hinduism. Religious is false belief. Religious is attaching your emotions or attaching addiction to your emotions. You get to a place of religion when you drive away rationalization. Religion is when you believe in something and in the face of reality you still believe in that thing, even when they tell you that. It's not like I believe that Jesus Christ is Lord, and somebody brings a superior argument and say, look, Jesus Christ is not God, but because that is what I believe and I want to believe that, that is religion. You get me? So pious, it's not as if this, don't be answering them, leave these people, I know where they are heading to. It's not as if one is saying that Nigeria must be one. But if you will separate this country, you are separating it into what? Because the option you are providing in itself smacks of even far more controversies than the one we are facing in Nigeria. The option you are suggesting as a solution to separation, to me, sounds even worse. It sounds worse, very, very far worse. It's going to be worse than the Nigeria that we are seeing now. So it's one thing to say, let us break, let us break, let us break. But where are you breaking it into? To what? A case of South Sudan is a clear example. South Sudan complained they were being marginalized, that would let us break, let us break. They shouted and shouted until they said, okay, break Sudan. Now they break Sudan to Northern Sudan and Southern Sudan. Today, you don't hear anything about Northern Sudan. All the news of chaos, disagreement, fighting, unalivings, they come from that South Sudan who claim they are being marginalized. Now that they are alone, now them they top news chat. So it's one thing to cry. Look, crying marginalization is very easy. It's the easiest thing to cry. You are cheating me, I no go agree. It's very easy to cry. But when you now become in the same position of those people that you claim are marginalizing you, you'll be surprised and amazed at the worst things you will do in their own shoes. Now, the reason for this video is not to point out the problems of people who is doing this and who is not doing that. That is not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to let you know that as much as you think the country is bad, Tinubu has messed up this country, and you think the state of your mind now and your actions or perhaps inactions are going to remove Tinubu, you are joking, because everything you are doing that leads to this our quarrel. Whenever we meet, we're always fighting and arguing and quarreling. They are all engineered to make Tinubu become easily your next president come 2027. So when I speak, people think I come from a place of hate. Never. Rather, I come from a place of reality. I cannot be driven by the type of emotions that drive your narrative. I cannot. First and foremost, some of the ingredients that drives your emotions are tribal affiliation. Some people believe that their tribe, they come from a superior tribe. I know people who have told it, who have told me bold-facedly that they are from a superior tribe. Their tribe is superior than my tribe. Imagine speaking with such a person. Imagine trying to reason with such a person who already believes that where he comes from, he is a more superior being. How can a human being with 2 hands and 2 legs believe he's superior to another man that has 2 hands and 2 legs? For what now? Your
Pastor go speak. Pastor, your Biafra. I mean, there's going to be more, more motivation and monetization. For another, we feel better and best than Enugu. Enugu will feel better than Abia. Every feel better than Imo. Imo feel better than Ebonyi. So they might like each other like that. Because of that's it's an issue for us to all see. So beware, Biafra might come, but the consequences are daring, are very dangerous. So that is I like. I don't comment section or think about it. Thank you and God bless. Merry Christmas in advance. Happy New Year in advance. Watch and leave it. Leave it out. Thank you. Thank you, my brothers. Wherever I was. Thank you. God bless.